Say amen. Say amen. Amen. Oh la 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 la. Amen. Amen. Our lives go better. Amen. Family go better. Amen. Everything go better. It go better. It go better. Amen. 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 Our lives go better. Your lives go better. Amen. Family go better. Our families go better. Everything go better. Amen. It go better. Amen. It go better. Amen. 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 Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. I remain your host, Moralaya Hanu Uputi. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to all our members at Marriage Clinic. I really celebrate each and every one of you. You've been wonderful people. I thank all the new joiners. Thank you for joining us. I also appreciate everyone joining us on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Please feel free to get into. Feel free to share with us what is bothering you regarding your marriage or your relationship. We are always there to attend to you and to listen to you. So thank you once again. So today I want us to look at an interesting topic, and see, this topic is something that normally it has caused a lot of issues in many homes, in many marriages, and I feel that we should talk about it, which is the issue of the wife saying, oh, I want more children. I want more children because I have all girls. But the man is saying, oh, I don't want children anymore because I think we are done. But she's saying, oh, no, I want more children because I am not done. So I'm handling a case currently that is what is tearing their own family apart. That is what is tearing their marriage and their union apart. As a matter of fact, the marriage is breaking down gradually, and they are not noticing it. Why? Because the wife is insisting, I must give birth to another child, a son, and the husband is saying, no, 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 I've had enough. I don't want more children. I am satisfied with the girls that I have. So I know that there are some other people out there that may be going through similar things. So I want us to talk about it, because you may get some tips or some ideas on how to go about it by simply watching this video. So you, as the wife, that you are saying, oh, I'm not done with children. Why? Because I don't have a boy yet. Yes, I've had girls over time, over the years, but I need a boy child, and as a result of that, you want to keep giving birth. Now I want you to know that the process of giving birth to another baby or another child entails a lot. It involves a lot. It's beyond just getting pregnant and giving birth to the child. And I'm sure that is what the man is thinking about, because the man is thinking about, okay, so we keep giving birth to children, even though they are of a particular sex, and you are saying, oh, you want more because you're looking for a particular sex again. He is thinking of, oh, this number of children that we keep giving birth to, can I afford to feed them? Can I afford to cater for them? Can I afford to pay their school fees? Can I afford to add the extras that it will cost, to the one I'm already fending for? Because see, men, they are logical beings. He is thinking about the bills. He is thinking about his ability to afford, an extra being, another person in his family, because it's not just about giving birth to these children, caring for them, catering for them to matters. So he's thinking about all of that. But you don't care, you care less how those children will live, how they will survive, how they will feed, how they will go to school. All you are after is, your own desire your own goal. I want a boy, I want a girl, or whatever, which is not bad. It's a good desire. However, you shouldn't now make it a do or die thing. You shouldn't fight about it. You shouldn't make it look like, oh, I'm a desperate woman. If you don't let this desire of mine come true, then I'm going to hate you. I'm going to be at war with you in this marriage. I'll make this home unbearable for you. Now, if that is your attitude towards it, I tell you, it's going to affect your marriage. Think about it. The man may also be thinking that he must have seen what you passed through giving birth to those three to four girls, and he feels that since you started having children, your life has been disorganized as a woman. You've not been able to maintain yourself, your lifestyle before you started giving birth. You've not been able to maintain your attractive look. He has been looking at it like, oh, you've actually gone you've actually gone disorganized, gone crazy since you started giving birth, and he feels no, he doesn't want to add to such stress anymore. He doesn't want to add to what you're already experiencing. So he is reasoning and thinking for you, but you are like, oh no, 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 no. He may end up going out there, to impregnate another woman, or he may end up marrying a second wife. But I think all of this is just an African mentality, because I tell you, if your relationship with your husband is solid, and I mean rock solid, you will not have those fears. If your relationship with your husband is such an intimate one, as husband and as wife, I tell you, that fear of, oh, him going to have another wife will fly out of the window. Why? Because part time, you guys know each other's plans, each other's mind. You are always together, you move together, you do things together. So what time would he have to go impregnate another woman? So it all depends about how you are handling your relationship with the man or with the woman, that will decide whether he will gradually be breaking away from you to go and find love, care, peace of mind elsewhere. But I tell you, it's all in your hands and in your court as a woman to ensure that you are not doing things that will drive this man far away from you. Now, another thing about childbirth is we know that the mortality rate in Africa is on the increase. See, it's not everyone, or it's not every woman that survives childbirth. Have you even bothered to ask yourself that, can your health support giving birth to another child? Because all you are after is that your desire. See, I've seen women that after they give birth, they pass on. The baby will be alive, but there is no mother to breastfeed the baby. There is no mother to nurture the baby to maturity. Now, is that what you want? Why? Because some know that, oh, they have health issues. Some may not even have health issues, but medically, they may be struggling with high blood pressure, diabetes, some other kind of disease, and doctors may have been warning them or issuing a sound of warning that, see, woman, I don't think you should continue giving birth, because we think that your health cannot support this birth process, but you will not listen. You are just after, oh, I want a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy. So you go ahead and do it, and God forbid, if you lose your life in the process and you pass on, it would be disheartening for that man, because the man will now be like, well, but I told you. So that wife you didn't want him to marry, you will end up marrying that wife, because now you are no more there. So I want you to think about all these things. And if you are surely insisting that, oh, my health is good, don't worry about how to feed and fend for the children, you shouldn't worry about that, then that means you are saying that you are ready to fund, the care of those children. That means you are saying you are ready to also take up a job. You're also ready to take up something to fetch you income, because I see quite a number of women, sitting down, expecting that, oh, the man will do everything, the man will take care of all their needs, all the needs of the children, but they don't want to support him, they don't want to do anything, and you expect that the man will keep doing all your bidding. You want to add to his responsibility. Meanwhile, this man is thinking that, will I just be working for my children? Am I just working? Will I be working for my whole lifetime just for my children to survive? Won't I do something for myself? There are some men too that have plans, ambition to further their education, but because they have many children to feed, many children to send to school, they have neglected that aspect of their own ambition of furthering their education, improving themselves, improving their career, aspiring for greater things. In fact, some have not been able to have a roof of their own, a house of their own, just because they have so many children that they are fending for. So, woman, I want you to reason with that man rather than fighting with him, because see, I tell you, if you ask him, he has his reason. I remember asking the man, okay, man, why don't you want another child? Because your wife says she wants another child. The man said, well, I'm satisfied with the number of girls that I have. I'm satisfied with my girls. What is the assurance that if she gets pregnant again, it won't be another girl? So what happened after that? She will tell me again that she wants to be pregnant again. Oh no, I'm not ready for that. And because of that, the man is completely avoiding sexual intercourse with her. He will go and sleep in the sitting room or in another room while he will abandon her in her own room. So gradually, their marital life is disintegrating, is tearing apart, and this lady is not paying attention to that. Rather, she's holding on to, I must give birth to a child, I must give birth to a child. So, of what use is you giving birth to that child and losing your marriage or losing your man? Yes, you want another child. What if that child come, but you eventually lose your husband maybe to another woman, or you lose your marriage, you lose your home? Why? Because the way you went about it, the man is not in agreement with what you want or what you're doing. You just want to get pregnant at all costs. Now, I believe that when it comes to pregnancy, you should leave things like that, to God, to the act of God to play out. Now, live your life freely. Don't even think about it. Don't think about, oh, I want to be pregnant, because see, the more you are thinking about it, I want to be pregnant, I want to be pregnant, the pregnancy will not come. But when your mind is not on it, when your mind is on other productive thing, I tell you, you won't even know when you take in, and you just realize that, wow, so this pregnancy has come. So if it's God's will for you, I tell women, if it's God's will for you, see, it's going to happen naturally. It's going to, you yourself, you will just realize that, oh, you are busy, you are into so many things, into your job, into your career, into your purpose, assignment. In the process of doing all of those things, you just discover that, I'm not feeling well, I'm not feeling well. By the time you get to the clinic, hey, woman, you are pregnant, you are expecting a baby. Now, that is the act of God, because you are not even expecting it, you are not praying for it, even though you are desiring, and you are putting up good attitude, peaceful attitude in the home. Because see, that child that you are even asking for is going to come into a home, to live in a home, and you don't want to create a bad and a toxic atmosphere for that child that you really want to come and live in. So, of what use is you fighting with your husband, struggling with him, insisting, oh, you must have a child, disrupting the peace of your home, disrupting all the arrangements, the plans that you could have had, for your future and everything, just because, you've not had a son. And of what use is that if after getting the son, you lose your marriage, you lose your man, and it's like, well, I don't know, So I want us to think about it very well. So you as the woman, one of the ways you can give the man confidence that, see, this child that I really want, I can support him or her, is for you to show him that you can also fend for them. Even you prove to him that even if he is not there, God forbid, if something happens and he's not there, you are capable and competent of fending for these children all by yourself without any external help or external aid. Now, when he too can see that you can fend for them without you know, financial assistance from third parties or families, and he will be confident that, well, let's have another baby. But when he sees that you are not working, the little job he is doing cannot even support those children you already have. You are now telling him to have another one. Then, woman, you are being selfish. You are not being considerate. Because at the end of the day, you come and quote Bible for him that a man must provide for his own home. Meanwhile, he doesn't agree with the fact that you should keep having the number of children that his income cannot support. So one of the ways you can give him that confidence is for you to also have income. Let extra income come in. Prove to him that yes, your own income will combine with his own income can support an extra baby. Also, another thing is for you to let him know your circle, carry him along, because see, when that man knows that all you want is another baby, he will start avoiding you. He won't want to have sex or anything sexual intimacy with you. And when he starts avoiding you, see, you will end up losing out because you will be lonely. You will not no longer have a sexual partner in your husband. He may decide to, I don't know, depending on his faith or how strong he is, he may decide to help himself out there, but you, the woman, see, you end up losing out. So why do you want to lose him just because you want the baby? So carry him along, show him your cycle calendar, let him know that, see, this is my safe period. We can mate. I mean, I'm safe during, but when every time you want to have intercourse, you are letting him know that is a baby that I need a baby. So are you telling us that you can't even have intercourse, you know, with your spouse just for both of you to maintain your intimacy with one another, to maintain your unity with one another, to maintain that companionship? So are you saying, oh, the only reason why you want to have sex with him is because of that baby? Now, when you sell that, if you sell that fact to your husband, I tell you, he will be withdrawing from you gradually. He will start running away from you, and he will be afraid to sleep with you because he would think that you want to do everything just to conceive. So he wouldn't want to mate with you. So you don't want to put yourself in that disadvantageous position as a woman. And please, as the man, you also, be considerate, because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, in Africa, if a woman does not give birth to a son, she doesn't have a marriage. And I said, excuse me, where is that coming from? If she doesn't give birth to a son, she doesn't have a marriage. Now, who says that daughters are not precious, that they are not invaluable, that they are not children? See, I've seen daughters that are worth more than 6,000 men. And I mean it. See, I've seen quite a lot in the world. And an example is Dr. Okonjo Iweala. She's a girl child, she's a daughter to someone, and look at her today. Now look at Barack Obama's wife. That is also a daughter to someone. She was once a first lady. Look at all the things she's doing today. And even Barack Obama with his wife, they are one couple I admire so much. See, they only have two girls, and their life is so beautiful, fulfilling. I don't even think there is any couple with four sons whose marriage and life is so fulfilling like that of Barack and Michelle Obama. So what are you talking about? I mean, you shouldn't base it on the gender of the child you are having. Rather, your focus should be on your relationship with that man, your relationship with that wife, your relationship with that husband. You shouldn't say, oh, because she doesn't have a son yet, so she doesn't have a marriage. That is erroneous. That is not good. We shouldn't do that to others. That is outside of God's plan. Whether you have a male or a female, all are children. You cannot create any. You cannot create a baby. So why are you abusing someone else that, oh, it's only girls you are giving birth to? Oh, now girls. Another girl again. No, it shouldn't be, because you can't even create one, whether a boy or a girl. You can't create a rat. So why are you now saying, oh, a boy? Besides, it's the man that determines the sex of the child. It is what the man is giving to the woman that she's simply reproducing or recreating. Now, it's the man that produces the X and the Y chromosome. So it is what you release into her that she's producing that we can see. So why are you tormenting the woman? Why are you maltreating her? Why is your family maltreating her, making her think or look like, oh, she's incomplete, she's not a woman yet because she has not given birth to a male child? No, please don't let us reason like that. See, children are God's heritage, they are God's gift. Anyone God gives to you, be thankful, be grateful. I know there are some culture in Africa, also in Nigeria, that if they have not given birth to a male child, they they believe that, oh, they've not arrived. They believe so much in that male child. See, it's not about the gender, it is the quality of training. The quality of training you give to that child that determines if that child will turn out well. The fear of God in there is not just because they are male or female that determine if they will be great in life. If that is how greatness is being determined, I tell you, then most of the women we see that are doing well today in life, they will not be great, because greatness is not determined by gender. I've seen women prosper. I've seen women doing great things. I've seen women excel. I've seen women rise to the top. I've seen women president, women vice president, women, prime minister. It's happening already in our time. So why are you discriminating between the boy and the girl child? Whichever one God gives to you, please be grateful, because you cannot create any. So you as a woman, be wise. Don't fight your husband because you want another baby. Simply see things through his eyes as well. Be considerate, consider him, because he is going to be the one to spend the money for feeding, clothing those children, sending them to school. And if he doesn't do it, you will be the first person to quote Bible over his head that a man that does not provide for his home is worse than an infidel. Meanwhile, you will not remember that you are the one pressuring him, that you want to be giving back every year, and you don't have the resources to support yourself. So please, as husband and wife, let's be considerate. Let's be considerate. And you as a man, if what God has given to you is all girls, be grateful, be grateful. Don't kill the woman. Don't say she should be giving back every year, just because you are looking for a boy. No, you will kill her. What if she dies in the process of childbirth? Women are dying in the process of childbirth. If you love your wife, you will be contented with the gifts that God gives to both of you, and you will live in harmony, in peace, and you will not allow in-laws to harass her. So enjoy the ones that God has given to you. Train them well. Girl children are doing great this time around. In this dispensation, in this millennium that we are, the girl child is doing great. Just invest in them, train them well, and you will be amazed how far they will go in life. I would like to stop now. I believe I've said a lot. Please, let's be wise about how we handle some of these issues in our marriages. Don't make it, it's a do or die thing. I must give birth to a son. I must do this. No, let peace reign. Value your marriage. Value the relationship you have as husband and wife, because see, that is what will determine if both of you will continue to be together. That is what will determine if third party can come in between. You see, if both of you are, if your relationship is strong, if both of you are in cordial relationship, if you are united, if you are in communication with each other, you know each other's mind, you are each other's friend, I tell you, no third party, even in-law, can come in between you, because you will simply put them in their place and say, you know what, this is what God has given to us, girls, and we are satisfied with it. We've had enough and we are pursuing it, and we will live a fulfilling life, even with these beautiful daughters of ours. You let them know that, and see, life continues. So I would like to stop here. I believe I've said a lot. So please, let's be considerate, let's be reasonable about our requests. Don't let us fight about everything. This life can be so short that you can waste your time fighting over everything and about everything. And at the end of the day, it's very unwise. So I would like to stop here now. I remain your host, Malaya Hanobuti. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, share this video, give us a like, leave us a comment if you can. I hope to see us another time till we meet again. I remain your host, Malaya and Obuti. Thank you and bye.